Why was this Hyundai raid such a big deal? Well, aside, from the violence and injustice of it, it's because it's going to hurt American workers and jobs. Yeah, believe it or not, immigration has a lot to do with our economy, and not just because of the standard falsehood that undocumented immigrants take jobs and no one else will. The South Korean workers who were detained in the Hyundai raid in Georgia weren't there as undocumented immigrants. They were skilled foreign workers here legally on short-term U-1 business visas. They were in the country to help train American workers for Hyundai's new production facility, which would create thousands of manufacturing jobs for Americans. So Trump and Homan say they're only going after undocumented people in these ICE raids, yet these were hundreds of workers with valid visas. They say they're trying to take American jobs, yet these workers were literally trying to create jobs for Americans and train them to do it. And even they were not spared the rampage of ICE, which sets a really bad precedent. In the immediate aftermath, the South Korean workers were like, nope, I don't want to go back, which who can blame them after being treated like this? South Korea was also furious. Choi Jong-kun, former vice foreign minister, said, "We spend a lot of money in the United States and then we get slapped in the face," referring to the $350 billion the country invested to revitalize American manufacturing. And that has a ripple effect, because what country is going to want to invest in American manufacturing or deal with the US economy after seeing how poorly the government treated South Korea? The Hyundai production has now been delayed for several months, and South Korea has announced it will investigate if the workers suffered any human rights violations from the US. And Trump has to answer for the ICE raid and express regret for basically the first time ever, because Trump campaigned on promises of America First manufacturing and jobs. But this obsession with racist, cruel ICE raids marked with little accountability and no due process, that risks everything that MAGA claims to support. And at the end of the day, immigrants and American workers alike will be the ones who suffer.